Microsoft has just released its new Surface Pro 11 that features Copilot plus AI and Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon Elite CPUs. This update makes the Surface line more competitive than ever, especially when compared to Apple's newly released M3 MacBook Air. The Surface Pro 11 is a versatile 2-in-1 device, ideal for users who value flexibility and want the ability to switch between a laptop and a tablet. On the other hand, the M3 MacBook Air is designed for users who prefer a traditional laptop experience. Apple's M3 chip continues to impress with its power efficiency and quality performance, which makes it a strong choice for professionals who need reliable computing on the go. So, since these two devices fall into the same price range, which one is perfect for you? In this video, we've provided a toe-to-toe comparison to help you make an informed purchase decision. Okay, so let's start with the basics. If you look at their specs, you will see some significant changes that might impact their performance. In the processor line, the Surface features the advanced Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite processor. Apple sticks here to their traditional M3 chips, which themselves are powerful processors. In terms of RAM, the Surface Pro gets a clear edge. It starts with 16 GB of RAM, which can be upgraded up to 64 GB. Apple's M3 starts with 8 GB and can go up to 24 GB, clearly lacking in RAM. Storage-wise, there is no major change. Both the Surface Pro and M3 start with 256 GB of SSD. While the Surface Pro offers up to 1 TB of SSD, the M3 dominates with a maximum of 2 TB. Speaking about operating systems, it's obvious that the Surface Pro will operate on Windows 11, as it's a Microsoft product. The M3 goes with their traditional macOS. Although the Surface Pro is a Windows tablet and the M3 is a macOS laptop, both are designed to be sleek, lightweight, portable productivity machines, and both accomplish this. The MacBook Air has long been regarded as one of the best laptops and is certainly among the most popular. It's available in two different display sizes, 13.6 and 15.3 inches, and packs Apple's proprietary M3 chip. Despite being a full-sized clamshell laptop, the MacBook Air is very thin and light, measuring 0.44 or 0.45 inches thick and weighing 2.7 to 3.3 pounds, which depends on screen size. As is typical for MacBooks, port selection is limited. You only get two Thunderbolt 4 ports, a MagSafe connection, and a 3.5mm audio jack. In comparison, the Surface Pro 11 measures 0.37 inches thick without the keyboard. The MacBook Air M3 is only 0.08 inches thicker. That's impressively slim if you consider the MacBook a full-fledged laptop. The Surface Pro has a similar port array, with two USB 4 ports plus and a Surface Connect port. If we talk about portability, both come in a lightweight format, but the Surface Pro is a bit lighter than the M3, which makes it more comfortable to carry around. Now, there is a reason behind its lower weight. The Surface Pro is basically a tablet. It doesn't come with built-in keyboards, so you have to purchase it separately. One of the most significant upgrades in the Surface Pro 11 is the introduction of an OLED display option, which lifted the device to a truly premium level. Historically, Surface tablet screens have been adequate, though not particularly outstanding. However, the OLED display transforms the visual experience by offering accurate colors and deep contrasts. It does come at a premium price, an additional $500 above the base model. Nevertheless, the standard LED display remains impressive, with a sharp resolution of 2880 by 1920. The 3:2 aspect ratio also enhances the sense of spaciousness on the screen. Apple usually nails it with their displays, and the M3 MacBook Air is no different, even if it lacks an OLED screen. The Liquid Retina display still looks fantastic and is bright enough for outdoor use. But let's be honest, the Mini LED in the MacBook Pro and the Surface Pro's OLED option are just a notch above. If we had to choose, we'd say the Surface Pro 11 wins this round. Apple broke away from Intel years ago when it introduced its M1 silicon chip, and the 2024 MacBook Air packs the 8-core M3 CPU. Microsoft still uses Intel chips in its Surface for business computers, but the Surface Pro 11 comes loaded with the new Snapdragon X Plus or X Elite system on chip. So far, the Snapdragon X series is outshining it in multi-core performance, even outpacing Apple's M3 chip. That said, Apple's M3 still holds the crown for single-core speed. The M3's 3nm architecture also gives it a potential edge in energy efficiency over the Snapdragon's 4nm. Where the Surface Pro 11 pulls ahead of Apple's M3 is in neural processing power, which is crucial for running AI-driven applications like Microsoft's Copilot Plus. Additionally, it comes with 16 GB of standard RAM, upgradable to 64 GB, compared to the MacBook Air M3's base 8 GB and maximum of 24 GB. These specs surely give the Surface Pro a clear advantage. In terms of battery life, Apple's silicon chips have proven to be very efficient, which makes MacBooks some of the longest-lasting laptops. The M3 SoC is no exception, and the 2024 MacBook Air delivered some of the most impressive results we've seen. The Apple M3 CPU has a more energy-efficient 3nm architecture than the Snapdragon X. Even Microsoft's official claim of up to 14 hours of continuous video playback is well under Apple's claim of 18 hours for the MacBook Air M3. The Surface Pro 11 should provide plenty of juice for daily use, but the MacBook Air is tough to beat. Okay, so let's calculate the price. Wait, why calculate? Because as we've mentioned earlier, the Surface Pro basically comes as a tablet. That means you won't get any built-in keyboards with this. The base price for the tablet is nearly $1,000 for 16 GB of RAM and 256 GB of SSD. You can upgrade it up to 32 GB of RAM and 1 TB of SSD, which will cost you somewhere around $1,500. Now, the cheapest attachable keyboard is the Surface Pro keyboard for $139, but the one we tested is the Surface Pro Flex for $349. If you want it bundled with a Surface Slim Pen, that brings the cost up to $449. Let's sum up the total. It's exactly $1,949. Quite expensive, we must say. On the other hand, the 13.6-inch Apple MacBook Air M3 starts at $1,099. But it also comes with a keyboard integrated into the system and doesn't need extra accessories. The base model combines Apple's M3 processor with 8-core integrated graphics, 8 GB of memory, and a 256 GB SSD. If you upgrade the memory and storage, the price will still be less than the Surface Pro. So after all these analyses, let's come to the final question. Which one should you buy? Comparing the Surface Pro 11 to the MacBook Air M3 isn't an apples-to-apples scenario. The Surface Pro is a tablet running Windows, while the MacBook Air is a macOS laptop, complete with a built-in keyboard. This makes the MacBook Air more practical for most users, particularly with its top-notch hardware. The Surface Pro 11 is an excellent device though, and a welcome update to the Surface line. Although it's just a tablet, it works well as a slim 2-in-1 laptop when connected to a keyboard, but that'll cost you extra. So, if you want to place yourself one step ahead with the future-proof Copilot Plus PCs, go with the Surface Pro 11. And if you want a complete laptop without the headache of purchasing extra accessories, then welcome to the Apple family. Thanks for watching our video. Like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this.